everybody's like, Tiffany, you're a celebrity now. Why do you still use Groupon? Aren't you worried that people will think you're cheap? Shut up, Amber. I can't stand you sometimes. Groupon makes me look good.
Has Groupon finally found a marketing strategy that works? I love those Tiffany Haddish ads. And they seem to be paying off. The online marketplace that offers you huge local deals reported yesterday morning. And while the numbers look very strong, the action has been kind of confusing. We're going to make some sense of it tonight. We got a clear top and bottom line beat. And the stock opened up more than 10% yesterday. Then Groupon gave back almost nearly all the gains. But today it bounced right back. It's climbed 6%. So does this rally make sense? Let's check in with Rich Williams, the CEO of Groupon. The man who's reinvented the company. Get a better sense of how this company's doing and where it's headed. Mr. Williams, welcome back to Mad Money.
Thanks for having me.
See you, Rich. Thank you so much. Have a seat.
All right.
First, everyone on my staff loves Tiffany. So that was actual, right? The initial contact point was she was talking about it, and you didn't even know she used it.
We had no idea. Look, I was as surprised as everybody else.
Yeah.
I had all of a sudden just literally hundreds of people sending me this clip. I called my PR guy and said, hey, is this real? Is this absolutely real? And he did a little bit of checking, and we were blown away. I mean, she is a literal top 1% customer for us, and completely genuine at the top of the pile, and a true super fan, and it just snowballed from there, and we've had an amazing run with her. It's been great. What
I find interesting is that even in the ads, what she is displaying is the vast platform that you now have. I mean, whether it be the gym or a hotel, but also you should tell us about Major League Baseball and about a course horse, which I love too.
Yeah, we've been on a bit of a tear on the partnership side here lately, and a big piece of it was a couple quarters ago, when we stepped back and we looked at what we were doing, we said, okay, we know that getting great brands, great inventory, more small businesses on the platform as fast as possible is incredibly critical. So why are we trying to do it all on our own? We have an amazing asset of 50 million active customers that a lot of these other companies and brands don't have.
Right.
But we can open up our platform to them, give them access to those 50 million people, and we can bring that inventory to our customers who are looking for it. So since that strategic decision a couple quarters ago, we've just been on a roll. As you point out, we brought on Major League Baseball, and we're now half of Major League Baseball. We're bringing on their tickets, not just discounted tickets, full price tickets. Because a big piece of what we do is help people discover what's happening in their neighborhoods and around. And
but when I'm on the Facebook call, Sheryl Sandberg says, "Listen, we're laser-like focused on local."
Yeah.
You're local. I mean, how do you go up against an outfit like Facebook?
I think this has been an interesting space, and lots of people have tried to play as we play in the local space, and we've seen almost all of them fail. And a big advantage that we've had is we've built a lot of competency, and we've built some tools, we have a lot of software, and a lot of data from selling almost 1.5 billion Groupons on how to connect with small businesses in a way that works for them, in a way that can help them grow, in a way that drives transactions for them. And I think most of the other platforms out there that have tried have really been ad platforms, and they've missed that piece that a small business wants so badly, which is, I want to sell stuff. I just don't want to have my name out there. I don't want a billboard. I want to sell stuff, and that's what we do.
Now, I was checking Groupon this morning. Now, you have artificial intelligence. I don't think it's as good as I'm going to Long Island this week. I'm going to the beach, and you actually had deals at the beach. Now, I don't know that would be super artificial intelligence, but
that's pretty good.
You are using. You have machine learning.
We are. It's been a part of our business from the very start, because even in the early days, as we started to expand the marketplace, we had to try to find the needle in the haystack for someone, and that sea of thousands of things to do in a city, we had to find the one that was most interesting for you. We've now taken the machine learning and AI side in completely different directions, and are using it now really heavily in, say as an example, in customer service, where we're using chat bots, we're using all of the folks that are on the phones and working with our customers as ways to tune it, and they're taking active roles and making it really smart so that we can help people find answers to questions really fast and without having to pick up the phone, without having to chat with a rep unless there's something really complex. So it's all over our business and a huge part of what we do.
In my Twitter file, I asked whether people use it, and many people. But a universal theme was that customer service was really, really good.
That's great to hear.
Now, there were some people who did not like the trajectory of regular Groupon customers, saying it dropped off a bit.
Yeah.
But you explained to people that Groupon Plus, you're trying to kind of augment or upgrade your own customers?
That's right. So with Groupon Plus is one of a number of initiatives that we're doing to really reinvent the customer experience and to say, a couple of years from now, how do you want to use Groupon? Do you want to have a voucher that you hand over to a merchant, or do you want it to be completely seamless? Do you want it to be just something that happens, that you get a better experience, you save some money, you may have something that's unique or special, and it just happens and it's delightful. And Groupon Plus is really an early rendition of that happens to work really, really well. And we're pushing it very hard. So we are actively trading off selling vouchers for getting people introduced to something that can change how they experience a small business and really win at a small business in a way that hasn't been possible. So we're making that trade-off every day.
I think it makes sense. Now, you mentioned seamless, but not in the context of that I'm about to ask you, which is GrubHub. That, to me, is the most exciting partnership, even more than the core source. Talk to me about what you're doing with GrubHub.
Yeah, so we just launched with GrubHub, basically back in Q4 or the late part of Q3. We had a food delivery business, Order Up. We sold some of those assets to GrubHub and struck a partnership in the process.
Great deal.
It made a lot of sense, I think, for us and for our customers, for shareholders. And we've just launched with a GrubHub integration very recently, and you'll see that expand. And I think it's amazing. And again, we have 50 million customers looking for things to do, looking for places to go when they're hungry, and they should be able to find places that have amazing delivery services, and it should be delivered by an amazing partner. And so we have that with GrubHub, and you'll see it expand.
Well, I think that's the best of all. I didn't even get to international, which is a shame, but Rich Williams has reinvented this company, and I think it's a great buy. Rich Williams, CEO of Groupon. Thank you so much, Rich.
Thanks.
Mad Money's back after the break. Booyah! Jim Cramer here from Mad Money. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube. Click here to subscribe and get the jump on my exclusives with CEOs, plus market news, investing advice, and a whole lot more.